Hello, beautiful. Happy Friday. Happy April. Happy new moon in beautiful Aries. Potent, powerful energy. I am going to pull a couple cards and just see what messages come up for the collective for this new moon in Aries energy to help you navigate love and life. So let's see what comes up. If you don't know who I am Jovhannah, the Spiritual Love Healer. I am the founder of the Spiritual Love Sanctuary. I am a energy healer, a spiritual coach, and tarot and oracle card reader. And I really focus on helping women heal their hearts and start living abundantly ever after pain, heartache, and trauma. So, we've got a lot of cards that just kind of fell out. So let's see what we've got here. Got a little bit of fire energy, a lot of things opening up. I'm going to put these cards back and keep shuffling, but it looks like really stepping into spiritual gifts, really stepping into healing, expansion, personal growth, which is really beautiful. This is a great time of the year to really review and reflect and, on your goals. If you haven't already, this is a great time to really set some goals for yourself. So let's see what we have. So yes, we are going into an activation. This is also an important time to really ground yourself and really be protective of yourself. So that might mean really setting up boundaries for yourself, making sure that you're not taking on more than you necessarily need to or can. You also want to move into a space of being open and honest and true to yourself and true to who you are, what it is that you want and what it is that you need. Once you start doing that, it's going to actually help you open up. My cards just slid all over. Really going to help to start to see you opening up to more creativity, really tapping into that inner child energy, more playfulness, more joy, because I feel like that's what it is that you're moving away from, being closed-minded or being too stuck on, the mundane or the routine day-to-day things, and really moving yourself into a space where it is safe for you to open your heart and be creative and have fun. So these are the beautiful cards that we have. This is the Larimar Crystal Fairy and the Carnelian Crystal Fairy. Larimar is also known as Dolphin Stone. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crystal. It has a very gentle energy. It's also very healing. It's connected into dolphin energy as well, which is why you can see there's some dolphins on the card, and of course water. So there's playfulness, there's freedom, there's wonder, there's joy, there's also emotion, and there's even honesty, really being honest about what brings you joy and what it is that you want. So it's beautiful that we have this balance of fire and water here. With Carnelian, that taps into the energy of fire, and Carnelian is all about passion. It's about creativity. It's also about nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, and also relates to the sacral chakra. So there may be something in you that really wants to come out, a creative project. Maybe it's like taking up a new hobby. Dancing is something that keeps coming up with these two cards. There may be things from your childhood that used to bring you joy that maybe you stopped doing that you really want to get back into. Like for me, one of those things is skating. I even went as far as to buy skates, but just have not made it a priority to start using said skates. So now would be a really great time to start doing new things that really feel good and true for you. Yeah, so I feel this so deeply. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Pyrite Crystal Fairy, and this is a time of rebirth. This is a time you are in a space now with this new moon where you get to decide who you are, what it is that you want. You get to clear your mind, clear and cleanse your mind. So let's just see that beautiful white swirling light around you, just clearing, cleansing, and purifying your mind, your body, and your soul, because you get to decide what it is that you want. You get to clear out all of that old stuff, all of the procrastination, the perfectionism, the looking back at the past, feeling like, you're not doing well or things like that. You get to clear out all of that with this beautiful selenite crystal fairy. You're purifying your mind so that and then setting up beautiful protections with the gargoyle. So at my house, I used to have these two gargoyle statues that sat on the top of my steps. Gargoyles are used for protection. So that brings in that protection energy. Once you clear out the past from your mind, once you decide that, okay, I'm letting go of the heartache, I'm letting go of the shame, I'm letting go of the guilt, I'm letting go of all of that, put some protections in place for yourself, right? So that means setting up healthy boundaries for yourself. If you start to catch yourself thinking negatively or feeling down on yourself, what are you going to do? One of the things that I like to do is I like to journal. I also have some specific decks. I started kind of feeling a little down. So I went and I pulled a card, and it was so beautiful. I used my Rose Oracle, and the card that I got was the Rose of Venus. And this is something that I was actually looking at earlier today. So for me to see this in this card, like, I know that that was in alignment. And for this, it was a reminder to come back home to myself, come back into alignment with the energy of love and all that Venus stands for, and really tapping into the magic and sacredness of the rose, which is something that is truly, truly potent and powerful to me. So that's one of the things that I like to do for myself. I also enjoy using, my crystals. I have my beautiful labradorite crystal here. This is one that I have infused with beautiful intention. So I will sit and hold it and just connect into my dream, connect into my vision, and just really feel the energy of this crystal working in my life and partnering with it to create beautiful transformation as well. So you get to do those things for yourself. Maybe it's not crystals and cards, but maybe it's, okay, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to go exercise. I'm going to go outside and scream, which is always fun and healing as well. It could be like, sometimes like I'll go drink water as well. So that's something I'll do, like when I'm just like not sure what I need to say, feel like I'm saying something I shouldn't. Let me go drink some water. Why? Because I want to purify that beautiful throat chakra and just infuse my body to help move that energy through my body. So there are different things that you can do as well, for yourself individually, as well as maybe if there are people who are making you feel like you're not good enough, making you feel that you're not worth loving. Maybe it's setting some boundaries so they don't have access to you the same way. Maybe it's deciding like, okay, I'm going to get more sleep, or setting up different things that help you to feel safe in who you are. Because when you have when you've made up your mind and you've decided to clear out all that old energy, all the things that you feel were limiting you, making you feel that you could not, be loved or, enjoy life, and you set up those protections, it gets you to a place where you're able to tap into your truth. You're able to witness yourself and show up as yourself. Why? Because you feel comfortable, right? You're not worried about rejection. You're not worried about any of those things, because you know who you are. You know what you are worth. You know your value, and you're in a place where you're ready, willing, and able to share that with others. And so when you're coming from that beautiful foundation, that is what allows you to be open to expressing yourself fully, to allowing spirit to move through you, to tapping into the fun, the joy, the essence of life. And that brings back the energy of playfulness. And I've talked about this on a video that I did maybe a few days ago, where I talked about self-love as being, deep soul work. And I talked about the inner child. And that's what this also represents. It's playfulness and childlike, having a childlike heart, right? Children aren't really stressed. They're not worried about bills. They want to play. They want to explore. They're very curious. Everything that they do is an adventure. But as adults, we lose that sense of adventure because we've been hurt in the past. So now we're afraid to step out there and do things because we don't want to get hurt. We don't want to rock the boat. We just want, we don't want no problems. And we miss out on a lot of opportunities like that. So for people who maybe you're like, okay, I was hurt in the past, I don't want to date again. Well, you're going to miss out on great opportunities. Dating is easy. Not always. Are there some horrible people out there that you're going to meet when dating? Yes, there are. Why? Because they exist. It's not because something is wrong with you, but you still can allow yourself to date knowing that you have set up boundaries, you set up protections for yourself so that you know, like if you see a red flag, you exit stage left. Like you don't stick around. You're like, okay, this is not what I want. Thank you for this experience, not what I'm looking for. And you continue moving on. But often what happens is we go out, we date, and it's like, oh my God, this guy is trash. We go out on another date. Oh my God, like, are you serious? And then we're just like, you know what? I give up. If you don't date, you won't get to know people. If you don't date, you won't necessarily meet someone who is really interested in you and really wants to build and get to know you and be in a relationship, right? So you have to allow yourself to have those experiences. Every date is not going to be a great date. Every guy is not going to be a great guy, unfortunately. But that's why you have boundaries and you have expectations and you know what it is that you need in a partner. And if someone does not meet that, then that is your divine right and your divine opportunity to say goodbye. So allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself to get out, to explore, to play, to create, to dance, to move your body, to have some fun, because it's time for you to rebirth yourself. It's time for you to like come out, right? It's time for you to wake up, right? We're coming out of winter. The weather's starting to get warm, the bees are starting to buzz, the trees and the flowers are starting to bloom. New growth is popping up all around. Every day I walk down to the river and I'm seeing the flowers and I'm seeing the leaves starting to grow on the trees. I'm seeing new branches growing on the trees. Like life is starting, like the earth is waking up. And so now we're in Aries season, right? So there's double fire that came through with pyrite and carnelian. And so that same energy is starting to wake up within ourselves. So you can harness this by setting an intention for who you are going to be going forward. Are you going to be the person that doesn't show up for herself? Are you going to be the person that doesn't get to enjoy your life? Are you going to be the person who allows your past to keep you from living the life that you want? Or are you going to decide that I'm going to set some intentions? I want to live abundantly ever after. I want to release the past and I want to bring in beautiful, healthy connections and relationships and really start to expand and open my heart to receive love. So this is your invitation to surrender the struggle, surrender the pain, release the past, and decide who you are and what you want to experience when it comes to love and relationships in your life. So let me know what it is. What intention are you setting this Aries new moon? And I cannot wait to see what you share. Also, I want to invite you to join me in the Spiritual Love community. It is free to join. That is where I will be spending most of my time creating content. We're going to have conversations. I've got a book club going on in there. There'll be different events where we can meet and have like healing circles, sister circles, all the things will be going down inside of the Spiritual Love community. And I would love to see you join. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you an abundance of love, healing, and peace so that you can live abundantly ever after. Peace.